Oh my gosh, man. Oh my goodness. Arsenal are the funniest club in the world, isn't it? Arsenal are the funniest club in the world, I have to say, man. They're scared. Simple as that. They are scared. They're scared to take what's there to be taken. This is their Premier League this year. They've been the best team so far. But they are scared. I'm a Manchester United fan, and of course, this is going to be about Manchester United. But I have to start with scary Arsenal. Scary Arsenal. They're scared of taking what's rightfully theirs. I mean, I've never seen a team want to draw a game so bad. I've never seen a team not want to lose a game so bad. Arsenal are not going to win the Premier League. They're just not. And it stems from this. It stems from now. Manchester United, we are always going to be the club that ruins everything for you. We're always going to be the club that puts an obstacle in your way. And yes, Gooners Therapy. I don't know which one of yous are in here, but thanks for being here. It's probably Realist Dan, because he's the only one that would pop up here. Man, your manager, right? He's done a fantastic job to get you where you are. He's done a fantastic job. I give him that, right? But you're right. And if it is you, Realist Dan, you're right. He's built the house, but he cannot get the roof on because he's a pussy-hole, bruv. That's why. I don't care if my live gets cancelled. I don't know what the rules are. He's shook, bruv. This guy plays for draws in the games that you need to eat people. You need to eat teams like us right now. But you don't eat. You're not hungry for it. Arsenal are not scary. They're scared. And that should be the title of this video. You got all these content creators calling them scary, getting loads of views with Arsenal. I hear it. It's a business. That's how it runs. But to me, Arsenal are scared. Their manager is scared. And let's be honest, their fan base are going to be very scared after what happens today. What a result for Manchester United. That's enough about Arsenal. So funny, man. So funny. I cannot help but laugh. I am over the moon with Manchester United, but I cannot help but laugh at the state of it today, man. Beautiful, beautiful performance. Yes, Dan Talks United. We'll be touching base on this tomorrow in the emotions room. Oh my gosh. Manchester United. Enough about Arsenal. I've done my Arsenal rant. Or have I? Or have I? In Mbumo. You lot went and got Gyökeres, right? Mbumo showed composure. Mbumo is showing what a signing he is. What a signing he is. Did we need to go out and spend more money on a striker? No disrespect to Sesko, I'm behind him. I hope he comes good, right? Did we need to go and get a striker when we could have played this man as a fucking striker? The composure to go round David Raya, one of the best goalkeepers since sliced bread. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The composure from Mbuma. He's been out of this world for us this season. Out of this world. Fantastic goal. What a player. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could not believe it. Could not believe it. Dorgu. Dorgu. I've done nothing but slate this man, saying he's got two left feet. But oh my giddy gosh, bruv. Oh my giddy gosh. Man put that top bins crossbar down in. Are you kidding me? You got man shouting for handball. Desperate. Desperate bunch trying to get that disallowed. You desperate bunch. Desperate bunch of Arsenal fans. Desperate to win the league anyhow. Smelly football you guys play. Smelly club. Every goal you score is smelly. Rubbish. You're a smelly outfit. Your manager annoys the living hell out of me. Your goals annoy the living hell out of me. And you want to disallow that? You want to get that disallowed? Say what you want about us, yeah? Even in our worst time, we've won more trophies than you, man. And at least when we show up proper. You are a smelly outfit. Smelly outfit. Dorgu, what a goal. What a goal. I've been slating Cunha saying he can't hit a barn door. He cannot hit a barn door. Everything he shoots goes wide. He's going to put it through the barn door letterbox today. Giving it the old fucking hell. You see him? He's giving it all of that at the Emirates. You love it. Shades of Jesse Lingard. Shades of Jesse Lingard when he did the little walk. The little walk at the Emirates. I was in the box that day. One of my clients got me an Arsenal box. I was in the box with Chipmunk, would you believe? That day when we beat Arsenal there. Man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've worked the past 2 weekends, right, in Brighton with my retreats. I think I just need to work and miss these games and watch it as highlights because, man, we seem to be getting results when I don't watch it live. But I was listening to it in the car, and I have to touch base on this, and I hope someone in the chat can help me. Peter Drury, who the fuck does he support? Huh? That moron. Fucking hell. I thought Mbeumo hit the corner flag when he scored. Mbeumo. Fucking hell. All Odegaard has to do is play a pass to the right, and Peter Drury's off on one. Peter Drury's in fucking love with Arsenal. Does Peter Drury support Arsenal? Please, there's 6 people viewing this. Let me know. Does Peter Drury support Arsenal? He's a fucking disgrace. Listening to that whilst I was driving, fucking hell, every time Man United scored, it was like someone fucking died. Fucking wanker. Jesus, I'm going to get cancelled. No one's going to fucking watch this. Who cares? Who cares? But someone in the chat, let me know, is Peter Drury an Arsenal fan? Disgraceful guy. Disgraceful guy. Couldn't see us winning, Dave. And listen, the reason you can't see Arsenal winning, your manager's shook. He's going into these games, right, hoping to get draws or nick a goal from a fucking corner. We can't talk. We score a lot of goals from a corner, right? Us two are the most potent. Us two clubs are the most potent from set pieces. But we're in fucking Disasterville, sacking a manager 2 weeks ago, right? You guys rely on it, fine. Yes, you beat Inter Milan midweek. But you go into these games, instead of sweeping us on your carpet, the Emirates, you know, the carpet? Instead of sweeping us in the carpet, smelly football, smelly goals, smelly club. I cannot stand them. And I really hope these 4 points now, they get caught. I hope they drop more points, man. I'm sorry. Yes, they've been the best team so far. Yeah, but it's a smelly watch. It's a smelly club. You don't want it. You know, when Man City won it, they were playing scintillating football. When Liverpool won it, scintillating stuff. Salah bossing it. I mean, who's bossing it for these guys? Apart from Gabriel, dunk. Apart from fucking Rice crossing it in, dunk. Sorry, Dan. You know it's all love, bruv, but shocking. No, I'm not worried yet, but you do look a better team. I mean, yes. Thanks, Wills. Listen, it's 2 games. We'll touch base on that shortly in regards to where Man United are going, how it's going. But yeah, yes, Dan, they called you negative. You're a realist. I've told you this from the start. You're a realist and you're fair when it's fair. And yeah, I mean, you're a legend, bro. You know it's all love, always. Your co-host, though, the co-man on Gooners Therapy, fair play to him. He's messaged me and said fair play, which shocked me, to be fair. But I know he's shaking in his boots now. Yes. Come on, David. Told you on the live with you and Dan we would get the win. Get the fuck in. And that's what you did, SJG1414. And I know I'm negative. But I just say it how it is, right? I say it how it is. But fuck me. I said Cunha couldn't hit the barn door. He's going to put it through the fucking barn door letterbox, as I said earlier. I said Carrot get the sack before the end of the season. He's gone on 1-2 back-to-back games. So maybe me being negative and talking the way I talk is what I need to do, right? Because it seems to get a reaction out of these bunch. Michael, my man, the win feels better than the Man City win. Of course it does. Because, you know, you got Theo Wilcott asking legends of ours, would your team do all right against us? Listen. Our current team shows you how to play fucking football. Look at them goals today. And granted, if I just take my Manchester United hat off, we needed. I was in the car with my brother and I said, we need special, special, special goals to win this game. We need special moments to win this game. And that's exactly what we delivered. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The players stood up today. The players stood up today. The signings stood up today. Listen, you've got to give credit where credit is due. If we're saying Amorim didn't make these signings, yeah, if that's what we're saying, the signings stood up today. Whoever made these signings did a good job. Mbumo, incredible. Dorgu, yeah, I guess finally playing in his preferred position with his preferred responsibilities. I mean, he's there 1-2 with fucking Bruno looking like prime fucking Cafu. It's just incredible. Incredible. And then Cunha, I mean, that's prime Wolves Cunha, that is. Bottom, I mean, oh my goodness. Just playing it through the middle of the park, forward passes, 1-2, 1-2. It's been consistent both games. I don't know what they're doing on the training pitch now that's changed all of this. But it's just scintillating. 1-2, 1-2, Cunha, bottom bins. Lovely. Little dance at the Emirates. You love to see it. You love to see it. I wasn't having Dorgu and Amorim's system, but boy, this guy has been on smoke as a winger. This is it. This is it. But listen, I'll give credit where credit's due. Maybe being played out of position makes you a better player because you have to adapt. And then when you get into a preferred position, you've got more strings to your bow. So like everything in life, not everything's a learning curve. Every day's a school day, right? Ahmad looks better. Dorgu looks better. But part of that is being played out of position, adding strings to their bow, going back to their preferred position. And here they are, right? Oh, look. Oh, my God. Can you believe this? Right. Before I add this man to the screen, I have to say, he looks like he's been dropped 33,000 feet from the sky after this result. However, he's man enough and a legend enough to show up on David Speaks Football. Here is the man. I cannot believe it. Anton, first of all, welcome. Welcome to David Speaks Football.
Oh, thank you. It's good to finally be here.
Straight over to you, my friend. How are you feeling?
Yeah, look, to be honest, you can notice my hair's all wet because I had to go and grab a shower after all that. Honestly, I had to just reset. I did look like I was dropped off of a cliff. Like, to be honest, man, it's because I'm so shocked, and I didn't do this enough when I was on the football terrace because I just, as all people don't really know, David is one of my best friends in this YouTube community. Like I ride or die with David. A lot of the Man United fans right now, I just cannot stand them. I can't see their face at the moment. But you are on a very short list of Man United fans that I am more than happy to come on and talk to you about. So I had to make sure that, I give you guys the credit you guys deserve today. First team to come to the Emirates and pick up all 3 points against my team. And it couldn't have happened to a better bloke. I'm just talking about David.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. I just saw your exchange earlier on the football terrace. Yeah, not all Man United fans. Listen. Before you've come on, I've said some mad stuff about Arsenal, so maybe maybe you're saying the wrong things, but it's all in the love of the game, right? In the love of the banter. But listen, where did it go wrong for you lot today? Before you come in, here's where I'm at with it. Arteta listen. He's done a fantastic job getting Arsenal where they are, Anton. I've admitted that, right? And you guys have been the best team this year. But it does feel like the trophy's there for the taking, and they're just not taking it. They're kind of trying to be safe, and this was bound to happen. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, look, it really hurts me deep inside to say these words, but you're 100% right, David. You are 100% right. I have backed this team the whole year, and I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna stop doing it. Like I need to somehow get out of my own emotions because this is the first time I actually felt emotional about this team the whole year. I've been very kind of like ticking along and like everything's gonna be good. But three results like this in a row for me is just it's it's shocking in a way. I felt like at the beginning of this run, Man City had given us the opportunity. They opened the door for us to really put the foot down
Yep.
and really take the league, take it. All we had to do was beat Liverpool in that first game. We needed a singular goal in that game. Couldn't do it. By the way, big up to Mama Flossie. She was
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
Fire
She's
Them
always
Cannons
representing. Yeah, she's
Fire Them
always
Cannons
representing.
group yesterday when we had Lou on. We were supposed to have you on, but I hope you
Yeah,
enjoyed your
mate.
trip to Brighton.
Honestly, it's been full on with me the past 2 weekends with work. For those who don't know, I
Yeah.
do fitness retreats, and I've had the two last weekends full on in Brighton, and I've missed both games. Had to watch both games
Maybe
back.
for Man United's point of view, you should go to Brighton every week.
Do you know what? One of my clients messaged me, who's a diehard Man United fan, season ticket holder, and he was like, "Mate, move to Brighton. You know, just move there and live there because this is just unbelievable. The results I've had since I've not watched the games. But who do you blame this on, Anton? I mean, like, yeah, listen. Obviously, I'm here. I want to talk about Man United and how amazing we were in terms of our goals. But who do you blame this on? Is it an Arteta mentality? It's got to stem from the man because he's taken them to where they are now. But is he scared? Maybe that's a strong word. I mean, don't you feel like? I mean, you're going to tell me why is Gyökeres not starting? Are you going to tell me that?
I mean, I did kind of say that on the football terrace. By the way, your question is really good one, and I'm going to give it the utmost respect because I think it needs to be spoken about, like what is going on and who holds the blame for what's going on right now in terms of the Premier League form. But yeah, the Victor Gyökeres thing. I told my friend Dan, your friend Dan, as
Yes, yes,
well.
yes. Realist Dan. I
I
think he was it. Oh, or
Yeah,
positive Dan.
no, realist Dan,
Okay, yeah.
who has been telling me Jesus has got to start, mate. Jesus has got to start, mate. Gyökeres is holding us back. Blah blah blah. I'm like, one of these days Arteta is going to give you what you wish for, and then you're going to see exactly what that looks like
Yep.
because this team had Jesus and Havertz start up front for Arsenal for many many years, and we were
Yep. It's
having the
true.
exact same problems as we were having today. Just as Gyökeres is starting to find form and confidence. By the way, Gyökeres comes off in this game. He's one of the only players, it seemed to me, that's trying to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you could see how much hard or work and passion that
Yeah,
man
yeah.
puts in behind the scenes, and it just goes completely unnoticed because he's struggling with adapting to the league. But back on the original point, it has to be a Mikel Arteta. It
Yeah.
has to be because in previous games where we've had these moments come up, Liverpool second half, Forest second half, today second half,
Yeah.
Arteta has given the team the proper motivation and the kick up the ass, and he's been on the front foot and made proactive changes in winning the game. Today he throws on 4 players after we're 1-0, after we're 1 down.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
just that, his substitutions today reeked of desperation because yes, Zubimendi is having a poor game, but Mikel Merino, you throw him on, you lose complete control of what you were trying to build in through your midfield because the guy just cannot hold on to the ball
He did
to
score
save
a
his
goal
life.
though, didn't he, Anton? He did score a goal,
He scored a goal, but then what happened right afterwards?
Another
About less than
smelly
a minute
Arsenal
later, he
goal,
was
by the way.
completely at fault for Cunha's goal.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Anton, I hear you, but you got to give credit to that 1-2 touch passing that we seem to be doing
Yeah.
since Carrick took over, right? All stems from Bruno Fernandes, the person that never gets enough respect, in my opinion, by our own fan base. Forget everyone else, by our own fan base. And yes, I know his name's not in lights today. I know that, but he's a massive part of today's result. Just, oh my God! I mean, the goals today. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It took
You
two
got me off by
special.
surprise. Both of
It took
those
two
goals
special
doing.
goals. Yeah. Let's be real here. You know me. I'm on cloud nine now, but let's be real here. It needed two special goals to get the job done today. Otherwise, it would have been another Arsenal 2-1 where they didn't play too well, but they got the job done. And I heard Arteta's post-match, and to be fair to the fella, he said, "Look, we've just played Inter Milan midweek, and we were scintillating. You get good days in the office, you get bad days in the office, and it took two fantastic goals to get the win. However, mate, that's now, what was it? A draw to Nottingham Forest,
Draw to
What's the, what?
Liverpool before that,
Yeah,
and
so
then a
is it two
defeat tonight
draws and a loss? So
in a row,
yeah,
succession. Which is, by the
exactly.
way, this for all the people who are clapping and enjoying the times we drop points in singular moments throughout the season. This is the real low point in Arsenal's season. This is the real time where Arsenal are going to show you whether we've got the minerals to go on and win this league title,
Yeah.
because they need to go, because City play Tottenham and Liverpool away back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck anymore. I originally thought Leeds for me was more of a worrying. Don't take disrespect, but
Yeah,
having
yeah.
seen Leeds form at home was more of a worrying fixture for me than this week's game. I thought this week's game was Arsenal's bread and butter in terms of winning against a big rival at home. Right. Next
Mm.
week's game was the one I'm like, Leeds is a scary proposition when we play them away from home. Now he's got no excuses. we cannot drop fourth successive at all, and he needs to go ahead win. We need to win that game, go 7 points up, and when City go play Tottenham and be like, hey, you guys now. Let's see how you guys can deal now with this pressure. Are you still the
Sure, yeah, for
monstrosities
sure.
everybody thinks that you are? You get what
And
I'm saying?
I think you will, by the way. And the reason for that is the depth in squad you have. I think there's enough talent in your squad to drag you out of tough situations, right? But the question has to be asked. Are they going to bottle it again? Are we going to have that conversation with Arsenal? But that's because of
Has to
history.
be
No
asked.
one needs to get offended. It's just what we've seen. And
Mm.
like you say, the last three results, they've not been great. And listen, I've got to shout Dan Talks United here, who does the emotions room with me. And listen, the reason Anton's on today, he's messaged me straight away and he said, I've got to come on the emotions room this week, man. I'm feeling emotional. I sent him the link. I said, come on right now, you know? And look, I get it. Football is football. There's many ways to win matches. But he says football won today. Arsenal were constantly looking for set pieces. We scored three fantastic goals. Listen, what I will say is Arsenal have found a way to win, right? At all costs. And we used to call Arsenal soft. We used to call, and listen, like I said, at the start of this stream, I was calling you guys a smelly club. But you know, I've got nothing but respect for you, so I have to
You
keep it
did say
real.
you said that on the stream. Damn.
Yeah, sorry, sorry. But
No,
listen,
no, it's all good.
I,
To be
the
honest, the
truth,
things I was saying today on the football terrace.
the truth is, man, in a game like this where you've got enough talent to play us off the park, yeah, enough talent to go, no,
David,
Manchester United, it's our time. No,
David, this
Manchester
is why
United.
I'm upset. Today was the first game the entire season where our injury report was blank. Not a singular person was on the injury
Well,
report. Arteta could pick from all 25 players in our squad. There was no excuses. At home, we had to win this game. I know you guys
yeah.
were like, you guys have had a good part of the season now where you've seem to have gotten from under the shadow of the Amarim administration, so to say. You know what I mean? And you guys have got a new reinvigorated life after having played. You guys
Mm.
one last
We've
week in
got a
the city.
manager bounce. Let's say how it is,
Yeah,
yeah. We've got a manager bounce. However, we're finally playing a way where we're expressing ourselves. Will it last? That's another conversation for another day, right? And should he get the job? I firmly said it
that
over all of
I'm
these
actually
weeks.
wondering that, by the way.
Well, I
I
firmly said
mean,
it after all of
the
these
guy's
weeks.
gone on. He's beaten City and Arsenal
Yeah,
in
but I
successive
mean,
weeks. I mean,
everyone needs
that is the
to.
hardest schedule of anybody in the last 2 weeks by a long shot, right?
To be fair, I said I didn't think he'd lose the first. I think he'd lose all of these games, and I predicted this man would be sacked before the end of the season because we've been shocking. But to be fair, I've put my hands up where I put my hands up. The last two performances have been out of this world. Have been out of this world, and I'm not just talking about performances as we play the way we play football. No, I'm talking about just the passion, the want to win. I mean, we could have put our heads down after that Arsenal second goal. But no, carried on playing the football that we seem to be playing all of a sudden under this manager and scored a goal that we did with Cunha. I mean, listen, I'm not going to get carried away with Manchester United or Michael Carrick. I still firmly believe we need to go get best in class when it comes to managers. But seeing as you're on the show, let's stick to Arsenal for now and then we'll finish with Man United.
I mean, I would love to talk about Man United, to be honest. I do feel sometimes, I'll be honest, and for the viewers that are on your show,
Mm.
when I go onto the terrace, especially after a defeat, I am so filled with emotion, especially after that game, that I don't know what the fuck to say. I'm not analyzing the football game, and I'm speaking purely out of a little bit of a temper tantrum. And I didn't give enough credit to Man United because what you guys did today was phenomenal. I mean, if I
Yeah,
were a Man United fan, I would think like true talk. When we got the equalizer, I'm like, all right, 7 minutes to go. We're gonna have 7 minutes of injury time. We're gonna go ahead and win this game because that's what we need to be doing as champions. 2-2. I was like 3-2. Let's do this. And
to be honest, yeah.
before I could even come back to my seat, Cunha's rocketed something in the top corner.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that credit
yeah,
to you guys.
yeah.
That is
Do you know what's crazy, Anton? I've been saying on my last two shows, the emotion rooms on the Monday, that Cunha couldn't hit a barn door. Everything he shoots goes wide. And he goes and puts it through the letterbox. I've said it 3 times on this show. He's literally gone and placed it. I mean, he swung it around one of your defenders. I don't know who it was. Oh my God, what a goal! And I was just like, I was just giving credit to the ownership here. I say it how it is. Yes, there's been a lot of negatives with the ownership, but everyone says that they've signed these players right recently. It's not been Amarin's call. It's been kind of director of football Wilcox. Yeah, that's Mbumo that scored this year's signing. Dorgu, January signing, I think it was last year, and Cunha stepping up today. Just unbelievable. Your signings, however, your signings, if we go through them briefly, have they all hit the ground running? Zubamendi today, giving the ball to Mbumo, right? Mistakes happen. But has he hit the ground running? Has he been what we thought he was going to be? Are you happy with Zubamendi? Let's start with Zubamendi. How did you feel about
I
Zubamendi
mean,
today?
overall this season, Zubamendi has been by a long shot our best signing and most impactful signing. So I do want to start off this conversation by stating that. But today, oh my God, you know what's so funny? Up until that moment, right? Zubamendi was winning the ball back constantly. You guys weren't getting out beyond midfield. We had you locked in. Every time you tried to get out, Zubamendi or Rice would close you down. I saw a time when Saka was closing you down. Like your Dorgu had the ball and Saka ran all the way back just to kind of just take it. It's like, oh, you got into my half. All right, that's all good. I'll take that back. So Zubamendi was tremendous up until that point. But one thing that Arsenal have done this year, and it's gone under the radar, is that we switch off in small moments. Gabriel earlier this year against Bournemouth, that goal that Richarlison scores at home against Tottenham. There are a few.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
are a few
yeah.
more of these catalogs in there. We had just seen Bruno in there twice. He had a chance where he scuffed
Yeah.
it and he should have scored. And Bumo also had a shot earlier similar to that where he should have come in and should have scored. The warning signs were there, and
To be
yet
fair, we only
Zubimendi
woke
is
up.
sleepwalking and passing a ball in. By the way, what do coaches tell you? Right? Don't pass it to
Yeah,
the
I mean,
to the
but
middle.
that can happen, right? He panicked a little bit. United were pressing, and listen, people can knock Amarim all they want about playing Dorgu out of position, Ahmad out of position, but sometimes playing these players out of position adds strings to their bow, right? And he did make us a bit of more of a pressing team, so our natural reaction is to get on top of people. But Zubamendi's been brought in not to panic on the ball. Zubamendi's been brought in to just be a safe space for the Arsenal midfield.
Mm.
So I mean, that was shocking. That was shocking. And at the top level, I don't care who you are, that will always be down on that will be in the notes forever that Zubamendi played that pass. That will be in the notes forever that Zubamendi made that mistake. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, in my opinion.
It,
Yes, is he a fantastic player? I'm yet to see it. I think he's great at ticking the ball over and keeping things moving. But the argument was, is he an upgrade from Party? Is he an
I
upgrade
would
from
say yes,
Party?
he was.
Fair enough.
Look,
Fair enough.
this was a bad game for him, but I'm just telling you, as somebody who's watched every touch that Mendy have taken this season, this is really the first one that
Yeah,
he's
fair
put
enough.
wrong the whole year. He has been exactly as you described in terms of being the engine room. Him and Declan
Yep.
Rice, for me, have just been the best, most reliable center midfield partnership I've seen at my club since Gilberto and Vieira. I'm just
Mm.
I'm just being honest.
Well, it's a big statement, but you're full of big statements, aren't you, Anton? That's why we love you, mate. Big
Yeah.
statement, Anton,
And by the way,
guys. This is how
I saw Gilberto and Vieira. That was my
yeah,
youth. Yeah, that was when I was a kid,
yeah.
and I never thought I would see. For years, I was saying, "Fuck, man, we haven't replaced Patrick Vieira," up until we signed Declan Rice. So
Yeah, I mean, Declan Rice has been phenomenal for you this year. But let's move on to another signing. I mean, Madueke came on as a sub today, right, with Eze.
yeah,
How did they get on when they came on?
I
Underwhelming?
actually, I Matt Wake, I actually thought for me was the spark that brought us back to 2-2. In terms of him coming in, he actually had ideas. He brought in an extra little bit of energy. Him and Gyökeres both for me today are the only players who can leave that pitch with their heads held high in terms of
Mm.
how they kind of brought in that energy that we needed, that extra creativity that we needed. Who would have thought from Madueke and Gyökeres, people who both players who have had their own sort of criticisms throughout the
You're
whole
getting all the
year.
stick in here, man. But fair play, up the arse. Hold that, you frauds. Arsenal are perennial bottlers. So sorry, Anton.
You
This
know
is
what?
these are the bunch of
You
Man
know what's really
United
funny?
fans here,
You know what
man.
really funny, Dave, is me and Cal talk about this all the time. Everyone's chat always reflects the host.
Yeah,
And I know that deep down inside, this is all the thoughts that go through your head,
yeah,
and
for
your
sure.
viewers just say it in your chat. So,
Yeah,
I knew what I was
yeah.
walking into. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
to be fair to Rob here, he did say in another chat that I'm in, a WhatsApp group, he said, look, it took two really special goals from Manchester United to win this one. So he's quite balanced and fair in that. And he did say earlier that he thinks Arsenal will go on and win it. Um, but
Well,
yeah.
and now for the first time all year, though, I do have questions. I do have.
He's
It's
come on David Speaks Football and confessed. He's confessed
no,
that
no,
he's
no, no, no,
having
no.
questions.
It's not a confession. It's how I'm feeling right now. This is the emotion room. No, it's not.
No,
Actually,
yeah, but well,
it's
fair enough.
live.
You
It's just
can
a
be.
live. By the way, I
No,
love the
yeah, the
graphics, David.
emotion room.
Your
But I'm
graphics are
glad
good,
you
and the
shouted it out.
overlays.
Don't worry, we'll get you on the emotion room so you can show your emotions. But do it here. Do it here. It's fine. Go for it. Is this the first time you're questioning whether you're going to win the league?
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with Man City. It's got nothing to do with Man
Wh-
City.
What is it then? Is
It's
it
got to do with the
Arteta?
fact that 3 games in a row where we've had in all 3 of them in isolation. First one, Brighton, of course, got a point against Man City. We have a chance to go 8 points clear. That would have been a statement just by beating Liverpool at home. We don't do it. In fact, we lose the impetus. We give them the ball, and we kind of let them control the ball in our own ground. But 0-0. Next game, Man United have now beaten Man City. We now kick off right afterwards, and what do we do against Nottingham Forest? We have a chance to go 9 points
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah. But you
Nothing.
still haven't
And today,
answered me really.
all
Who
right.
is this? What is this due to, Anton? I mean, I know it's many factors, but deep down, I'm talking to you. Forget all the factors. What in your hearts of hearts, who do you think is to blame for this turn of form at the moment? You haven't got injuries anymore. Like you said, you've got all your weapons at your disposable, whatever. At your
No, you got it. You got
disposal. I got
it.
there in the end. Yeah, you've got all your weapons at your disposal. Who is it? What deep down in your heart, where's the blame for these last 3 performances? Forget the Inter one.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I can't forget the Inter one because you know what's crazy, right? Look at our form guide of the last 6 matches. We've played 3 in the Premier League and 3 outside the Premier League, right? In the FA Cup, we scored 4. In the Carabao Cup, we scored 3, and in the Champions League, we scored 3, right?
Mm.
Then we had two blanks, and then in this one, we do score 2. Congratulations to us, but we concede 3.
Yeah. The best
So
defense in the league. The defense that was going to break Jose
that's
Mourinho's record.
you know what you
Remember?
just said there? Set off alarm bells in my head. That is why I've been so confident all year, and that's why today I'm feeling on the floor.
You remember it
When
though.
my team goes to 2-2 at least, or 1-0, I'm expecting better from my defense. That I think at that point that we at 1-1 at halftime. I'm thinking this is why today was a humbler. At 1-1 at halftime, because I lose in this chat, and I said exactly yesterday that 1-1 at halftime is what I expect, and that Arteta is going to have seen what Carrick has thrown at the first half and make adjustments in the second half, and also going to kick on and give us maybe 2 or 3 goals in the second half. Right from the jump, before I can even look up, Dorgu his slapped one off the top of the crossbar.
Boom! Unbelievable, man. One of the goals of the season.
And then when we get to 2-2, before I could look up, Cunha slapped one on the back. I'm like,
just beautiful. You know what, though,
I don't
Anton,
know. By the way, to answer your original question, I actually don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know what's going on. It has to be mental.
It's funny
it has
what
to be
Michael
mental
says here,
and
right?
yeah.
Michael says Arsenal would win the league if they played football and forget about the dark arts. I'm gonna half agree with you here,
I
Michael.
think that's
Let me say my bit
narrative,
here, Anton,
though.
and then you can come in. Yeah, I'm gonna half agree with you here. Arsenal were known for playing beautiful football, best football in the league years and years ago, but they couldn't get over the line with playing that amazing football. Right? There was times under Wenger where they wouldn't have a shot because they were passing it so well, so nice everywhere, but would never put it in the back of the net, but playing scintillating football. Arteta's come along now. He's taken that all on board and turned Arsenal into a very savvy team, a team that knows how to get results, a team that does have the dark arts down to an art, to be honest with you. But I'll be honest, Anton, I think he's gone too far that way. I think he needs to start focusing on the unbelievable players that he has. Building the team to assist Gyökeres. Use the man. Instead, you got Gyökeres looking like, I mean, everyone knows the jokes, but I feel like Arteta has gone too far down the dark arts path and has completely forgotten what Arsenal is built on, and that's beautiful football. Did they need a bit more dark arts to their game? Yes, they did. He's gone too far down there, I think, Anton.
Look, you know what? I think there's a lot of truth behind what you're saying. I think we have the ability to play great football on days this season, as you've seen. You know, we were sitting there waxing lyrical about an Eze hat trick, comparing some of his finishes to Messi. You remember that day, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah, but you know I'm honest. I give credit where credit.
Yeah. So we've had our days where we've played really good football. I do think that to a certain extent you're right. And days like today and like the last 3 games remind me about what frustrated me about Arteta the last few seasons. That I thought we were getting over this. One of the reasons why I thought we bought Gyökeres is that when we run out of ideas, that we've got some finishers, people who're supposed to win the game. That's why we thought we bought Eze. I think that's one of the reasons why he, as part of his big 4-man change, he brings on Eze and he brings on Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Those moves make sense to me. Although, again, I have to say, this is where Arteta overthinks the room, and it drives me crazy with some of these substitutions. The fact he doesn't trust Eze, but not in the 10. So for me, I want to see in a game like this, we're 2-1 down. I want to see Eze with Odegaard in the same team. Instead, he's sacrificing Odegaard. Probably the only
but
thing
you know,
that was
Odegaard's his guy,
running
man.
us. No, but Odegaard was
guy.
no. But listen to me, David. Right, I'm talking about a sub. In this game, Odegaard was one of the only players that were really impacting Arsenal in the first half, creating stuff. You know, that goal that we get, the own goal, it turns out in the end, that we get is by Odegaard hitting the ball from the outside of his foot to find Timber, in a very creative way. People don't understand this player. People think that, you know, it's a shot that he's scuffed, but he's actually hit the ball with the outside of his foot to get the angles right so it falls to his teammate, right? He was impacting the game in so many great ways. But what we needed to do was not just replace like for like, but take Trossard off, who was having a poor game. And I mean, how Trossard was not having a good game with Dalot is beyond me. Right?
Well, I mean, Arteta, the fact any manager that has to make 4 subs at once, right? Four
subs at once.
Sorry, you're confessing that you've got it wrong. Now, I agree you have to make changes because it's not going well, but you're confessing that you got it wrong. And I think Carrick's got his number twice now. When Carrick was interim last time, he beat him, and he's beating him again. I mean, listen, We could go on and on and on, but Arsenal were not good enough today. They needed to take it by the scruff of the neck today, and they did not. But listen, I've got a few
But yeah,
apologies.
but you guys, I gotta say, what you guys did today needs to be commended, and I made a mistake of not doing it on the football terrace, and I truly apologize to all the viewers who thought that Anton is sitting here doesn't give anybody credit. And the thing is, I'm sitting there, and Staffy has brought a belt onto the football terrace, and I've just
Mate,
lost my head.
mate,
You know what I
listen,
mean? So like,
listen. Don't worry about Staffy, mate. Yeah. Everyone knows the clash that I had with Staffy. Listen, I'm man enough. I've even apologized to the fella. I said, listen, sorry to get heated. Sorry to call you out the way I did. But the fella knows, the fella's rude. Sometimes he's rude and he tries to embarrass people online when there's no need, right? Don't get like
did
that,
you
bro.
did you hear he said today to me? He said
I heard what
he
he
said,
said to
"Who
you.
are
I didn't
you?"
like it. I didn't like it. But
He's
listen,
asked me, why are you not guys not giving me credit for today? And I in response to him, I said, I'm not Visa. It's not my job to give you
I heard
credit.
you. I heard
And then he
exactly.
goes, "Who are you?"
Yeah, you made a joke and it's fine. But sometimes jokes
Like,
go over people's head, but I understood the joke and it was quite funny, yeah? But it was in jest. But then there he goes again. Who are you, mate? I don't know you. Same as how he was with me. Like, I've been here for 3 years. I don't care how long you've been here, bruv. I'm here now talking to you. You understand?
yeah,
We talk about 3 years. But anyway, I'm not gonna listen.
yeah,
I'm cool with
yeah.
Staffy. I've apologized. We're all good. But bro, if you ever come across this my channel and see this, just keep it tranquilo, bro. You don't need to get rude to people. We all admire and know the fact that you've been doing content for a while, yeah? Respect. And I find him quite a knowledgeable guy on Manchester United. But he's very dismissive of new content creators. Like we don't know what we're talking about. Bro, paciencia, tranquilo. We're all just talking about football. It ain't making you millions like it ain't making me millions, pal. So chill the hell out, bruv. Don't get rude to people. You get what I'm saying? Listen, make sure you cook through. He said that Arsenal will compete with '08 United. Listen, it's all
Even
love with Terry.
to be
It's all
honest,
love
even
with
I
Terry,
was
but
like,
we
I
all
was not
know
wanting this
the guy
conversation.
loves Arsenal. Absolutely love Arsenal, this guy, right? Yeah. And I said it the last appearance I made on the football terrace, I said, listen, you're an Arsenal fan. Stop pretending to be a Man United fan. But it's all love. And hopefully he keeps calling Arsenal scary. What he needs to start saying is that Arsenal are a little scared. Yeah. Arsenal are scared, Anton. I'm sorry to tell you. They need to go and take this title. And they're not taking this title.
To be
They're
honest,
shitting it, bruv.
the thing that's confusing me the most about what's going on right now is that nobody wants to take it from us either. And I know, by the way, this is a big backward step for me this weekend. We went from a 7-point lead to a 4-point lead, and this was it's hard to stomach. This was we were in a good position at last week when everybody was melting down. I'm like, we're at 7 points. I'm good, right? As long as we kick on and we play well. But I gotta say, by the way, on Terry, one thing I saw today was a moment which I was very upset and I wasn't really like realizing, but all of his kids come into the room and he's like, "Oh, we did it. We beat Arsenal." Like, I think from to what Terry's thing is that he does like to just keep it 100 on all the teams and never kind of really be banterous. That way that he can enjoy moments like today. And instead of sitting there and discrediting Arsenal, he's appreciating that, look, this great Arsenal team that I'm praising all the time. My Man United went ahead and we beat them. And you can see that there is a bit of joy in his eyes.
Listen, to be
You know
honest
what I
with
mean?
you, to be
You
honest
get what I'm
with
saying,
you,
though?
I'll keep it 100, yeah? I keep it 100. When I was new to this content game and I'm still new, he gave me an opportunity on his platform to talk and squeak away like I do. He didn't have to give me that opportunity, yeah? So I thank him for that. Always, always, always love. Sometimes banter maybe crossed the line that I didn't like, but that happens, right? It gets heated. We're all blokes. It is what it is. He messaged me the other day after the Man City game, and he didn't have to message me, but he said, "What a win." So I know the guy loves Man United, and I know he's a Man United fan, yeah? But I despise Arsenal from the bottom of my heart. So when I see a fellow Man
Yeah, you must
United
be
fan,
loving today, by the way. I
when
can
I see
see
a
inside
yes,
you're
of
very,
course I
very
love
happy.
it. When I see a fellow Man United fan absolutely loving Arsenal off, for no apparent reason, by the way. Yes, you guys are a great team at the moment. You're the best performing team at the moment. You've got a fantastic squad. But all of that means jack shit, Anton, and you know this. until you win something that's worth talking about, bruv. And until that happens, I'm fed up of seeing Arsenal as scary. I'm fed up of hearing, could this team have beat the Man United '08 team? Fuck me. This team can't even beat the best player from Brentford, the best player from Wolves. They can't. Yeah? So listen, until they win something of note, and they still might, everyone, just like I said earlier, chill out until it happens. I've given you
Yeah.
your credit, Anton. Sorry, man. I know I get a bit emotional, but Arsenal need to step up and go and take this, Anton, and you know that.
You know what's so funny? For such a person who hates my club right now, you are emoting the exact same feelings that I'm emoting. I
Yeah.
don't know how that happened, but you are. So,
I mean,
but yeah, I
yeah.
completely agree with you. By the way, at this point in time, it's all there for Arsenal to take. It's not like it's lost. It's a really bad day, and I really hope that Arsenal and Arteta especially takes a real fucking deep look at himself after this game. I don't want to see a singular first team player out there for Kairat. This is the thing that I was upset with you about with David, right? It's all well and nice beating Inter away from home, but we didn't have to do it. I was
Yeah, but
saying,
listen, you can't downplay that. That was a fantastic performance. Listen, you've dominated the Champions League,
yeah,
but got to. This is why when I was on the football terrace and they, has Arsenal got the best squad in the world? Has Arsenal got the best squad in the world? Yes, they've got one of the best performing squads at the moment. Because when does it matter, Anton? It matters when the trophies get lifted. It matters when at the end of the season, Arsenal are Premier League champions or
yeah,
Arsenal have created history and won the Champions League. Then we can start talking about it. But
yeah.
until then, I can't be licking Arsenal's bum in October, November, December. It's fucking ridiculous
You
stuff,
know
bruv.
what? Do you know what it is, David? And you guys will be back one day and challenging again. I believe it, but you will see what it's like through my eyes when that time comes, because I feel like a lot of the times, and this is kind of what Terry does as well, even though he's not an Arsenal fan, apparently. No, no, he's not. He's not. Um, is notice that the Arsenal get judged in a specific way because of who we are, because of the type of fan base that we have, because of the expectations that we have, and we get treated differently by the media than anybody else. The only other team, by the way, and Liverpool does not get included in this, because when Liverpool fail, Liverpool, give the Liverpool a hug. They get all the sympathy, right? Yeah, when Man City failed, no one talks about it. But when it comes to Arsenal and Manchester United, we get dissected. I'm seeing an autopsy done on Arsenal's transfer window today by Chelsea fans,
Yeah, but
and
Anton, you've
again in a
spent a
day
lot of
that has
money.
nothing to do with
Anton,
them.
you've spent a lot of money, my friend. You
Yeah,
can't just go under the radar. Listen, you know
no,
it's
we're
all
not
love,
going on. I'm
Anton,
not
but you
asking.
can't go under the radar like pressure shouldn't be on.
No,
You
no.
can't go
See,
under
this
the
is this is
radar.
where this is where we differ in this, right? Arsenal don't go under the radar. We shouldn't go under the radar. But the teams that have won this league in the previous years, they've allowed it to go under the radar,
Mm.
right?
So you're saying
Our
that the teams
clubs
have won
don't.
it previously, they've gotten less stick than Arsenal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why do
and
you think
but
that
even
is, bro?
prior to
Why do you
them,
think that is?
so
Hold on.
with Liverpool, but prior to them winning their title, as well, it was the sympathizers and all that stuff. Even before they'd won
Yeah, because
anything.
they had won it a few years before, mate. Three,
No, no,
four
I'm talking
years
about no,
before.
no, no, no. I'm talking about
COVID
even
chumps they
prior.
were.
I'm
Yeah,
talking.
not COVID champs, COVID
I'm
chumps. But
Yeah, I'm
carry on,
talking even
sorry.
prior to that COVID stuff, right? Because their ex players were the ones who made the difference between your ex players who get up and talk
Mm.
about Man United versus their ex players who go talk about Liverpool is that their ex players do refuse to criticize their team at any turn. Where your players came up under Fergie and have a different sort of attitude, and you guys are all just dissecting
Mm.
your club at
Yeah.
all
Which I
left,
think they
right, and
should do,
center.
by the way. I think they
Yeah,
should do, by the way. I've touched base on this on the emotion room, so I don't want to stay too long on that. But I
yeah,
think they should be giving him stick. They've not been good enough. You know, they've not been good enough. That
mm,
team, and listen, Martinez has been injured in that, yeah, and that's who the stick was being headed towards recently. But they deserve stick. And I was just about earlier on, but I didn't get to it. I've got an apology for Kobe Mainu. Yeah. I've said the geezer's not good enough. He's a miserable sod, right? Looks unhappy all the fucking time. Got his brother there with a shirt, free Mainu. The guy's been fantastic the last 2 games in midfield, and I didn't think he was good enough to do that. So listen, apologies. Disculpa, amigo. Disculpa. I've said it in 2 languages because I mean it. I am very, very sorry, right? But listen, I want to talk about this, yeah? Touchline Facts just came in and said it. Their attack stinks. On my last Emotions show, I had Alex from
Are
the
you talking about
Football
Arsenal?
Brotherhood. Which he's talking about Arsenal. He's a Man United fan. I had Alex on the last Emotions show that I do. And like I said, we'll try and get you on that for sure if you have time, yeah? He said, is Man United's attack better than Arsenal's? And I was like, chill out. But you start thinking about it, right? We've scored now, I think, just 1 or 2 less goals than you. Saying that, yeah, you were 2 ahead of us, so 1 less goal than you, I think, right? With the team that you have, the stability that you have in midfield, the stability that you have in your spine, I mean, I don't think we're far wrong here saying that your attack stinks in comparison to us. Most of your goals seem to be coming from Gabriel, to be honest with you. I mean, Gyökeres and Mbumo, who you picking right now?
Well, Mbumo. I thought about it for a
appreciate
second.
you being
I
honest.
thought about it for a second, but no, Mbumo has been more clinical, especially in important moments.
He's been unbelievable.
The fact that he scored your first goal, by the way, away at Anfield, if you go all the way back then, the first goal against Man City last week, the first goal against Ars for you this week. He scores goals in critical moments. So yeah. I would have
he's been unbelievable this signing, to be honest with you. Listen, just what a day for Manchester United. And yes, I said it on my last show. If we can manage to get a win at the Emirates, this will absolutely send the Arsenal fan base into a frenzy. Yeah, I said it on the Emotions room.
Look at
Their
me.
emotions are going to be everywhere. I mean, he
Example one.
Anton fixed his hair before he come here, yeah, out of respect for the David Speaks Football show, which I appreciate. Oh my God, you should have seen him on the football terrace. He looked like he got dropped out of a plane. He was so stressed, but I love to see it. It's passion, it's what it's all about. Anton, thanks for coming here. Sorry to wrap this up. I got to go. My daughter's downstairs. She's not seen me for 2 days. My wife, she's going to kill me if I carry this on any longer. But I hope that you can come onto the Emotions room and continue this. But I'll leave you with the last word before I say thank you to the viewers. Predict the next Arsenal game. You've got Leeds next. You think you can correct this in 3 days?
Look, the way I know this football club is that when we fix up very slowly. I expect this game, if we were to win it against Leeds, to be a scrappy 1-0. What Arteta is going to do after conceding 3 against United at home is start from the back, unfortunately. But the viewer that you said earlier about our attack being crap is something that's absolutely true, and Arteta is just going to overlook it. I swear, he's going to look at today and be like, "We conceded 3 goals today." You know what I mean? And he's going to try to fix up from the back. We're going to be so solid defensively next week, and we may just scrap 1 from the corner or something. I reckon it'll be 1-0 Arsenal. That confidence just slowly builds up week after week after week, not just all of a sudden, bang, we're going to go.
Listen, all goals count. All goals count. But when I saw your equalizer today, the smelliest goal I've ever fucking seen, right?
Oh, and yeah, no, barely even crossed the line.
A goal's a goal. A goal's a goal. And if that's my team scoring, I'm happy. But I was so happy that Cunha went and cancelled that out with the goal that he did. And I hate to say it, football won today, baby. Football won today. And I'm sorry, Anton, you'll have your moment.
By the way.
You'll have your moment. Yeah, listen.
That last question.
Grace is ruthless. Grace is ruthless. I love it. Well done, Grace.
Saka. Okay. Pepe. I have a Pepe jersey because I bought it when he signed. I've not worn it for 5 years.
I've got an Alexis Sanchez jersey because I was so happy that we took him off.
I've got a Gervinho jersey. Okay, I'll up to you again. All right.
Yeah. But listen, Anton, it's been emotional. It's not quite been in the Emotions room, but it's been on the channel that is the home of the Emotions room. Thanks for coming on here, bro. Thanks for the viewers that have checked in. Please go subscribe to Anton. I think you've got two pages, right? You've got Hotsport.
I've got Hotsport. and I've
Go for
got
it.
Fire Them Cannons, which I'm hoping to see David on later this week.
Yes, I
As
will. I
well.
will return. I will return the appearance for sure. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it this weekend, mate.
Mm,
It's full on, like I said, with my fitness retreats. But I owe you one. Thanks for coming on here. It's been great. It's been great to have you. The viewers have obviously loved it. You see, cheers, David, Anton, and folks. Thank you, Rob, for being here. Michael,
keep
absolute
up.
legend. This man has been a subscriber of mine since the very beginning. Comments on all my videos. Nothing but love. Mate, you know it's love. Always shout you out. You're a legend. Keep up the emotions, Anton. Meaning he wants to see you back here in the emotions room. Anyway,
Oh, okay. I
guys,
thought it meant like meaning Arsenal keep on losing.
of course he means that, but I turned it round, you know. Big up Flossie for repping it. Guys, it's been emotional. Oh no, Grace is ruthless. See you loser. Right, Anton,
You know what?
time
To be
to end
honest,
the
I
stream.
give so much stick to people. Like I do deserve
Yes.
it sometimes.
Yes.
Cal pointed that out to me today because I was complaining about all like other people were talking in the thing, and Cal's like, Anton, you don't realize that you've said so many things over the last 4 to 5 months that sometimes you just got to sit there and take it. You know what I mean?
I hear
So
you. UK Drilly, you're coming late, bruv. You're coming too late. You should have seen the way I was slaughtering Arsenal at the start of this show. And Anton, bless him, came on and
I
took
think
a
this
bit
is a
of it.
question for the emotions room.
Yes, it is. And
This
listen,
one, yeah.
Emotions Room tomorrow, 6:20 with Dan Talks United. If Anton can make it, me and Dan would love to have you on there. If not, no worries. We'll schedule it when you can.
Mm,
Guys, I've got to check out, like I said,
yeah.
Daniel, that's my little brother who was on the retreat with me repping. He was listening to the game in the car with me. All right, got emotional. We're so happy. We got to go, guys. Catch you on the next one. Boom.